What's up, YouTube? Who digging my new little hairstyle? Yeah, that's fine. Probably like Auntie Betty or Auntie. It's giving me somebody Auntie vibes, but it really don't matter because I like this lit short look. You know, I needed a get up and go type thing because lately I've been on the move, baby. I've been on the move. If it ain't one thing, it's motherfucking another. You know what I'm saying? I lay around there, got a job at Walmart, y'all. That's how you know I've been moving around. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. But so we gonna get into it. The thing, the video today is I found out my boyfriend was a pimp. He was a pimp. That's right. How did I get there? Ooh, I got there. Okay. I don't even know how I got a pimp boyfriend. I never wanted a pimp boyfriend. Like, I don't even look like the type of chick to even go around giving a man my money and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my, the 304s and those that got it and with the woo. It just really ain't my style. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm more of a female hustler independently. But we're gonna get into how my boyfriend was a pimp. I'm just gonna start off like this. We're gonna say this was 2019, y'all. In 2019, y'all already know the story. I had my challenger and whatnot. So, I used to always be out there on South Beach, hanging out, doing what I do, thugging and loving it. Because I don't really have family out here, and the beach was just a place where I would just hang out if I'm not at the strip club. And then plus you meet a lot of people. So, I was hanging out at the beach and whatnot, and this guy, my homegirl actually, one of my homegirls, she actually met some guys or whatever. And they were really good looking. Let me just start by saying they were really, really good looking. Okay, like model status, like almost good looking type shit. So, what happened? Homegirl met these dudes. Boom, bam. She called me. Now, mind you, I had this other homegirl. She ain't even a homegirl. She actually older. Is this older lady. But she did Uber and stuff like that, and she would always pick up dancers and drop them off and stuff like that. So that's how come I knew the lady, and she was more cool with one of my homegirls that's back in Louisiana. She used to live out here in Miami with me, but now my little partner in crime. But now she's gone. She's back in Louisiana. So it's more of her. That older lady was more of her friend and my friend. But me and the lady did become friends. Like, we still end up talking, text and stuff like that, maybe if I need a ride or anything like that. But so at this time I had a challenger, but my challenger was in the shop because it was getting fixed. Somebody had hit my shit. So yeah, it was in the shop. So I was riding around the run or whatever. So they dropped the location for me to come pull up to them at the beach. So we pull up to the beach. It's an Airbnb. It looks nice, cool at a hotel, but it's an Airbnb. But it's nice though. You know what I'm saying? So, I meet the dudes or whatever. They were fine. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this nigga fine. Like, he is fine. Like, good looking fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really see too many good looking fines. So, everybody's just vibing. It wasn't like on no, everybody's just vibing, just chilling. We all end up going out. I think we all went like out to eat or some shit like that. So after we then went out to eat, me and old dude, my homegirl, she actually left before me because I stayed and I was chilling with old dude because me and old dude, we kind of had like some type of connection. Y'all know how it is. Y'all girls see me those niggas, and it be kind of hard to get away from dudes. So that's how it was. So first day, we getting it in straight. You know what I'm saying? Smashing, fucked on the first day and all. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even weird. Living life. So, so we got to talking, and he was talking about how he wanted to move to Miami. His brother was talking about moving to Miami. And the thing about it, his brother was an exotic dancer. So, which is like really wild, right? Yeah. But he wasn't like an exotic dancer for like straight women. He was an exotic dancer for like men, So, for gay men up there in New York and shit like that. So I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I ain't see that coming, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get your money, baby. But he say he ain't gay, but I don't know. You could probably do something and don't really be into it, because there's some things that I do and I don't really be into it. But you just gotta have a tolerance for it. So back to the story. Me and the dude be kicking it, and you know, so they had to book another Airbnb, and I stayed with him. I stayed again, and I think the brother ended up flying out. I think he ended up flying out because he had to go somewhere. So he ended up staying in Miami. The dude ended up staying in Miami. And so, like, we just hanging out, vibing. I'm just telling you, I'm like, yeah, I been making money with the woo. But, they, you know, at the time, I was trapping. I was hustling. I was doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of threw myself in a relationship too fast. And I should have never did that. And it really costed me a lot. So, the dude started trying to be cool with me. I'm like, damn, this nigga is super nice to me. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never peeped game. Make long story short, we got to running it, and he was like, oh, he wants to move to Miami and start a new life and this, and the other. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got money, especially if you got some money. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time I'm thinking they got bread. Everything will go smooth because I make money, but not saying I can take care of a lot of people. I make enough money to where I can take care of myself. But obviously I don't make enough money to be trying to take care of somebody else. Them and their habits and my habits. Like, that's too much. He went back to the D. And I was still in the M. So, you know, we kept talking. Like, we kept talking, kept having a connection, kept calling each other, this and the other. Oh, I miss you. I can't wait to see you, this and that. So, you know, I'm like, hell yeah. So, you know, when it was time, he was going to come down here and stay down here for 2 weeks, I guess. Or I don't know if he was going to stay down here for 2 weeks. He was supposed to just stay down for 2 weeks, but I think he just ended up, when he stayed, he just ended up staying way longer than 2 weeks. Okay, so at this time, I done picked him up from the hotel. Now, let me go ahead and give you the backstory of things that I had already going on. Now, at this time, I didn't have my own place. Okay, I was still paying for hotels every day, paying for Airbnbs, still trapping, still doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I say trapping, I mean like working at the strip club, okay? I just say it like that because I'm not working a real 9-to-5 job. I am now, but I wasn't at the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna lay around now. I'm like, okay, well, if he hustling and I'm hustling, it shouldn't be no reason why, or really he wasn't gonna really we already worked it out. He probably wasn't gonna be working as soon as he came out here, okay? But he was gonna try to find something to get into so that he could make money. But he was supposed to be coming out here with bread. So, we shouldn't be having, like, no problems, or a whole bunch of the bills should be on me personally, myself. And you already know, I don't like to spend my money on no dude. So, this was totally different from me, period. Which is why I would never do it again. So, teachers on. I guess everybody got to go through it. They self. So, the dude came down here. He was like, yeah, we got to find a place to stay. Because I already had a car. So, we didn't need no whip. Move around. So we found the place to stay, and it wasn't all that. We was out there in High Live, and it was like a small closet, you guys. It was like behind me, I want to say like, just cut half of this. That's how big the room was, with like a little bathroom. Y'all, that was prison. I ain't leave Louisiana to come live in a small box like that. We could have stayed hotel to hotel. Like, I would rather did that than settling for some of the small boxy box shit. And I had to pay for it damn near every goddamn week. You know what I'm saying? And making me behind on my car note and all type of shit. We found the little box, whatever. We paid the money for it, whatever. Really, he paid the first week for it. And the club was moving slow. So I wasn't really making money like that at the club because it was kind of moving slow. The money I was getting, I had to like pay. I ain't have to really pay my insurance. My insurance was always on time, but I was behind on my car note. You know what I'm saying? So I had to catch that up. And then next thing you know, all I know is he talk about something. He ran out of money, so then it was like really just depending on me. And I was like, God damn, because that shit was hard as shit. Like, I couldn't afford to be doing all that. Like, I was really working myself. Like, And then for the small piece of shit that we had too. And then let me tell you what really happened too. Okay, so I'm thinking everything is going good and whatnot. It can't be no worse. I come outside one day and the car is gone. The car is gone. I can't find my Challenger. Just the other day, the old lady, the Spanish lady, was just telling me that she was like, be careful because they be stealing cars out here, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, I hope nobody steal my car because I don't know what I'm going to do if somebody take my car. I'm like 1,900 miles away from Louisiana. Like, I cannot lose a car out here in the city. Baby, that car said, look for me. And I was looking and I never found it. So come to find out, the people picked my car up. They told me it was like $2 to get my car out, right? So I'm like, $2, cool. $2 really ain't that bad. To be honest with you, I had the fucking $2. But the simple fact that I had to put my car in the shop, right? Put my car in the shop. They sent the insurance check. And they sent the check. Now, I'm on the insurance with my grandparents. So my grandpa wife, which is not my grandmother, but my grandpa wife, which is his new wife or whatever, the check went into her account. And this woman made it seem like she ain't never get no check. They ain't send no money, no none of that. So I had spent $2 to get my car off the shop, right? So that's what kind of already had put me in a little hole because I was already saving to get my own crib. I ain't not no little small box, but something bigger. You know what I mean? Something better, something where I could be able to do what I need to do. So I had already spent the $2 on fixing the car. So I was wiped out of money, and the club was going slow. And not only that, I had to take care of me, and I had to take care of him. So it was just, the money was just like not there at all. So I lost. He was down here, you know what I'm saying? I guess he must have got this idea that he wanted to be a pimp or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some girls that could dance, and we all put our money together and come up and build up or whatever the issue may be. Now, at first, I was ready to ride and die with it. You know what I'm saying? I really was. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, well, where did he get this idea from? You know what I'm saying? Like, just out the blue. Like, has this man been a pimp? Or did he already come with the intentions on being a pimp and probably just starting off with me because I was just vulnerable. I wasn't even vulnerable, but I was available. I was necessity. You know what I'm saying? He can use me. It was, you know what I'm saying? I had a car. I had nowhere to go, but I had a little money. But you know what I'm saying? It was like I was solo. I was dolo doing myself. So he must have looked at me and thought of me as like a perfect opportunity or something like that. So, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So at first I was like, yeah, we should do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking we should do it because at this point, we going down on money. And I did not leave Louisiana to come all the way to Miami to be talking about something I'm struggling. I wasn't even struggling in Louisiana. I was living the life. Okay, I was living the life way up there, but I was very comfortable. Okay, and I really didn't have to worry about I never had to worry about places to lay my head, eat, or anything like that. You know, I'm just the normal basic things that I have to worry about now that I'm in Miami by myself. So yeah, you know, I ended up being friends with this one girl, and she in her living arrangements went all that good. So we let her move in and come with us. Now, mind you, we stay in this small ass box, so it's like 3 of us. We all in the bed together. And then one time he tried to have sex with her, and it was so funny because I don't know if maybe she had just got off her period or what, but he had stopped having sex with her because I was like that too. He had stopped having sex with her because he said it was the smell. I feel sorry for the mama, but she did say she was on period the day before, but he wanted to do it. But I guess he wanted to do that to have sex with the girl so the girl could be convinced to, I guess, give her money or whatever. And she had a car too. Luckily, she had a car because so we actually needed her to move around and make money and stuff like that. But and she was really a good person. She was really a cool person. And me and her probably could have really made money and came up. But it was just a simple fact that I had that guy around who was a pimp. You know what I'm saying? So his cousin flies down from Texas, Dallas, Texas, right? Come to find out, his cousin is a pimp. Now his cousin actually do have some hoes and whatnot, but he don't. I guess he want to be there. He trying to get up there. I don't know if that's something that they do up there in Detroit or whatever. Like, I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with it. I feel like I'd be okay with it if I'm making progress and if I'm making the things that I am to be doing what I need to be. But really, I don't know. That's just me trying to make myself think I'd be okay with it. I probably wouldn't be okay with it, girl. I want my own money. I want to split nothing. So his cousin came down here to try to help him out on some shit because he wasn't really making no money out here and whatnot. And it just seemed like life was just going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just sucking me. It was just sucking me dry. It was draining me. You know, the dude was supposed to get a job. He went and got a job. It was crazy because the neighbor where we stayed at, we had neighbors and we would buy weed from them every day. Because we needed weed. Even though we had no money, we needed to have some money to buy some weed, living how we were living. So the guy had told me he'd get him a job with him at the restaurant. So he was supposed to be working at the restaurant while I work at the club. But, you know, that man, he went there for that training that one day and came back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't having it. He didn't want to do it. You know, it wasn't what he wanted. He didn't, you know, I guess, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's not what he wanted to do. Because that wasn't his intentions to do that. And it would be crazy because one time I heard him on the phone, he was like, yeah, I got 3 girls. Yeah, I got 3 girls. I'm looking like 3. It's only 2 girls that I know that, like, was down to be with you on some, you know, saying shit. Like, you saying 3 as if you count me in this whole majig, but you might well count me as my money sitting there spending stuff, right? So I'm like, I can't do this because if I'm gonna be with a pimp, I need to be with somebody that's up there, not nobody that's like down here just starting off, don't even know what the fuck to do. You know, that it just really don't make sense to me. My Uber car, I packed my stuff. I tried to pack my stuff up before the leave, but he was crying and was like, "No, don't go," and all this other type of extra stuff. And I was like, "What the hell?" I did not see that coming at all. Like, dude, you cannot be doing this. Like, no. And so I sent him to Walgreens, and I had already had my stuff packed. I called the Uber. I told my homegirl call my Uber. And I got my stuff, and I got out of there. And I went all the way to her house. Then I stayed with her a few days, and I had to get the fuck from them. That's why I say my boyfriend was a pimp. Because he was. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to come out here, trying to come up on bitches. You know what I'm saying? That was his plan the whole time. You know what I'm saying? If it probably would have worked through. You know, if it would have found the right one, but he's with somebody else now. And one time I think it was so crazy because the girl followed me on Instagram one time, and I was looking like, what? That was weird because I seen him on it, and I thought that was just some weird ass shit. Like, why is they following me? You know? And arguing with that motherfucker because, you know, talking a whole bunch of shit. Because at the end of the day, baby, I feel like if it wasn't in my life, I probably wouldn't have lost my challenger. I wouldn't have lost my challenger. I probably would still have my car till this day because I'm sitting here trying to pay for rent for a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just blew me. Like, I felt like I brought myself down to a whole lower level, and I had to get out of that space. And even though I was like, dang, I don't want to do it like that, I had to. I left him dead at the crib. He came back. He was calling my phone. He was blowing me up, blowing my phone up. He was like, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you left me. I ain't got nobody out here. Like, man, look, bro, look, I left. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't take care of you and take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't doing what you need to do as a man. Like, you supposed to be my boyfriend. You supposed to be making things happen. You know, he was getting into it with his brother. They mama still stripping. That was a red flag itself. Your mama still stripping. You 30. Your mama still stripping. That's a red flag itself. I should have known this man was trying to be a pimp. But I'm